What is up, Reds? Welcome to the live team news reaction. I'm your host, Kyle. With me is Steve. We are nothing but Reds. And if you don't know who we are, I don't know where you've been. It's like 7 Sundays in a row now. We're on this channel. And it's about time. It's about time. You know who we are. So, Steve.
Get it together. Pay attention. Wake up, guys.
Everyone's got to get it together. But no, for real, guys. We're nothing but Reds. Got our own channel. Make sure you guys check out the link in the description. Subscribe over there. But Steve, West Ham, Liverpool, big match, big important match. West Ham higher in the table than most people realize. I think this is without a doubt a must win. I think we're going to get the job done.
Every game at this point is a must win,
especially the next 6.
Yeah, right now, because we've put ourselves in a position where our back's against the wall, and when you go from 7 points up to 7 points down in the span of a month, you don't deserve anything other than to be put under this sort of pressure in these must-win situations.
Yeah. And another thing I wanted to bring up, we do have reports that are saying Mane is out, or at least it's 50-50. I have not seen anything related to it, and of course we'll know in 13 minutes whether or not he's actually out or not.
Right.
Steve, what kind of pressure do you think that puts on the squad, if any, if Mane's out?
Well, I think it definitely changes things, but I don't think it means we're not going to win the game. I'd be interested to see what happens if that's the case. Do we bring in Shaqiri? Do we bring in Origi? Does a Minamino come in? Do we move Curtis Jones up there on the left, similar to what we did about a week ago? I haven't heard anything definitive about Mane.
Neither have I. It's just people in the chat, in our chat as well, over on Nothing But Red, saying that he might be 50-50. Literally. Don't look too much into it, guys, until the team news comes out, right? But speculation is fun. And that kind of goes into what we were talking about on our channel, which is essentially that Liverpool are scouting for center backs. Shout out. People saying, please, no, not Origi. I mean, if I had the option, Steve, I would probably put Minamino or Chamberlain or Shaqiri before Origi. But we know Klopp likes Origi. For some reason, he puts Origi over all those guys if he gets the chance.
Yeah, he does. I know why he puts him over Minamino, personally, but I can understand why some folks would say, Minamino deserves a chance, which I'm not going to argue that, but I also realize why he hasn't been given a chance. He hasn't shown me enough, personally. I don't want to draw any conclusions and act like Mane's out. Nothing's concrete.
Nothing.
I mean, there's also Ox.
Right.
Jones.
I feel like Ox excels in the midfield when Klopp plays him.
Perfect day for Jota.
God, it would, wouldn't it?
It really would.
Good God. It would be a perfect day for a 4-2-3-1 with Jota and Mane out wide with Firmino in behind Salah. Good God. Guys, when we had all 4 of those guys healthy, just think, Steve, think about the lineup. If Gomez and Van Dijk are healthy and Jota,
it's literally, well, no. There's not enough spaces for everyone.
What do you mean?
Because Fabinho, Hendo, and Thiago all need to start if they're available, I think. But then you're left 4, 3, 4. Then there's 4. It'd be, who's the odd man out? Maybe we just take Alisson out of net and don't play with the keeper.
Don't play with the keeper. Yeah, I guess that's smart.
Well, no, Jota would be the super sub, I feel like.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Carlton Cole talking some nonsense over here.
What do you say?
My friend said Klopp should be sacked and that we should go for Nagelsmann. Personally, Carlton, I think you should get some new friends, man. But
who?
Nagelsmann's the guy who's RB Leipzig, I think.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good. But come on.
All set.
Yeah. Now, Easy Scotty 99 bringing up a good question. Why did we sign Minamino if he's not getting game time? Look, we can talk about this until we're blue in the face. Minamino, for some reason, he gets playing time, but it's not nearly as much as you think he would for us bringing him in. Okay, and I think it's a combination of a few things. I think it's because Klopp trusts Origi more, so he's going to play him more. When Jota came in, he immediately hit the ground running. And the fact that we still have Mane, Firmino, and Salah playing at the top of their game.
And Shaqiri is a much better player.
Yeah. Like,
I feel like at this point he would put Oxlade-Chamberlain on as a winger and Jones
yep.
before Minamino sniffs the pitch.
Which he's done before. Ox has played wing before.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, if Mane's out, you could see Ox out there.
Yeah.
You
100%.
put Jones up there before Minamino. That's a dagger.
Yeah, man.
That's a stab in the heart. That hurts.
God, I just wish I was there in training so I could actually see what's going on, right? Because Minamino, the whole reason I think we got him is like the players after we played Salzburg were like, this guy, he played incredible against us. And they were like, we should go get this guy. And then we found out he had that $7 million release clause or £7 million release clause. Crazy. So we got him. And I mean,
Yeah.
7 million
is nothing.
Nothing. So maybe that's why we're
nothing.
not playing him.
Mignolet sold for more than that.
Yeah, that's funny. Man, that's crazy. But shout out everyone in the chat. The team news drops in about 9 minutes. We'll be here every step of the way. I want to hear your lineup predictions in the chat, guys. Who do you think starts? We know because of Paul Joyce that Henderson and Nat Phillips are the likely partnership at the back with, of course, Robertson, Trent, and then we got our guy Alisson in goal. The midfield, and apparently Mane. I'm sure Mane's fine. I hope he is at least. The midfield is where we got to have some, discussion. Okay, do you put Jones in there with Wijnaldum and Thiago?
What a good problem to have.
It is. And luckily,
even with Hendo and Firmino not in the midfield, most likely in contention for selection for the midfield, it's still like, oh wow, we have options.
Yeah,
like 90% of the teams in Europe would kill to have the options of Milner, Thiago, Wijnaldum, Jones, Ox, Shaq at midfield.
We have the depth. Thank God we have depth in the midfield.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. It's a great problem to have.
Shout out John Conway, €2 super chat. Hi, guys. West Ham 1-2 to Liverpool.
Thanks, John.
I like
that score. I think Liverpool will score more than 2 today, personally. We've been looking really dangerous on the attack the last week or so.
My guy Hasnat, 9. We put 9 past West Ham.
Hasnat. Not going to complain about that. That'll help with the goal differential.
100%. Good God. Someone saying Kelleher is starting. I will be extremely surprised if this dude Kelleher is in goal for this game.
Now, this is something that we talked about on our show earlier. Is Alisson? Alisson injury. Okay. Whatever. I'm sorry. I just got nervous there for a second. Alisson hasn't played great the last 2 games.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Alisson injury. Now we're getting things. No, I don't.
That's what I was looking at, and I'm not going to jump on anything because I don't know what's going on. But he makes insane saves, but he also doesn't catch the heat that I think he should catch.
Yeah.
When he doesn't save ground balls. You're right. He does. He's not great with balls on the ground.
He's not. If that ball is low, if that ball is below knee height, he struggles getting down there.
Yep.
He does. Yep. It's just a fact. And look, everyone's saying Alisson is injured, okay? I'm 3,000 miles away from the location in question. I don't know what's going on, okay? I'm waiting until the team news drops in 6 minutes, and that's when I will say whether or not that's true. All right?
Yep.
Mane and Alisson out through injury. Big Son, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We'll find out soon. How does a goalkeeper get in? If this is true, Steven, how does a goalkeeper get injured as much as this guy?
Very intense training.
I mean, I guess.
Training is very, very intense. I'll say that.
People have got to be lying. Like, there's no chance. People are trying to get one over on us.
Yeah, there's no point in feeding into that. All I'm saying is I think he can be better the last couple of games.
Right. And guys, let us know what you think in the chat. Basically, our point is if you watch Alisson, right, he's an excellent shot stopper with any ball that is like waist height, arm height, shoulder height, head height. Like he can make those saves every time. He has a problem when a ball is low and hard down to his left or right. That's where he struggles the most. And perfect example is penalties. I mean, not a lot of keepers can save penalties, but he just doesn't even look on it with penalties. Or like when you look at the last game against West Ham, okay, Pablo Fornals had a shot low and hard to Alisson's right. Shot went in. You look at the Sun shot against Tottenham, the one that was taken away, low and hard near post to Alisson's right.
And again, I want people to look at this. If you can, go back and look at it. He did not hit that ball well. That was not hit well at all. Like Son completely misstruck the ball. And Alisson, I don't even think he got a glove on it.
Yeah.
Greenwood, Rashford, both low shots.
Yeah. And look,
body.
Look, I'm not saying Alisson's a bad keeper.
No. I mean, he's the best.
Alisson is the best keeper. I mean, Alisson, you just watch the games that we're talking about where like a goal goes in because the ball is low and hard. He also made 3 world-class saves in the same game. Like, he's good. He's the best.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think the whole point of this was we're going to let in a goal because he's not in top form right now.
Right. I mean, do I need to bring up the Napoli save? I mean, like, there's so many instances where he has just come across. I mean, Napoli, Barcelona, the saves he made in the Barcelona game. Now, to be fair, I know you remember Suarez's shot was low and hard to his right, and he made that save. So
yeah,
I mean,
Salah we also put 5 past him the year before we signed him. He's not invincible.
He's not.
He's the best keeper in the league. I would say in Europe last year. I'm sorry, 2018-2019 season.
The only person, in my opinion, who's arguably better than him is Jan Oblak.
Yeah.
That's it.
Neuer's been up and down. I mean, he won the Champions League, so you'll get people that say that, but it's him and Oblak, in my opinion. I don't think anyone else is in that tier.
Right.
But some of the goals I've seen go in recently, I'm like, that just seems like he should be getting a fingertip on those, at least.
Yeah, and another thing, that I noticed, and every keeper's different. We know De Gea likes to do this a lot. De Gea saves with his feet all the time. I don't really see Alisson saving with his feet too much, which, I mean, necessarily isn't a bad thing, right?
No, it's not a bad thing. I think he's an unbelievable keeper.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the best, and we're just nitpicking someone that's great. But when I look at some of the goals, I'm just like, I'm a little confused as to why you didn't get a finger on that ground ball. We're not talking about the Højbjerg shot. No one's saving that. That's a rocket.
That was a great shot.
That's not the goals that people are scoring on us.
Yeah.
He's also made some really good saves lately.
I mean, look, there's saves he makes where he's like off his line. Look at the Burnley game. Like, I bring this up, they scored the penalty, but he had the save at point blank range at the Anfield Road end with his right hand. And then he had the save oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Completely lost my train of thought. Anyways, he had the save where he was literally on the edge of the 18-yard line, or a yard box, and they had a chance to score and he got in front of it. Like, he was caught off his line, he makes saves. He's a great keeper. I just think we're going off on a little bit of a tangent, but at the same time, we got
nothing else to talk about because we're just waiting for the team news.
We're just waiting for the team news. It should be out literally any second. We got about 1 minute. So, guys, in that time, make sure you go over and check out Nothing But Reds. Subscribe to our channel over there. There should be a link at the top of the description box down below. And also, after this, don't forget to check out the live stream. Craig will be doing a live watch-along for the match, and we will also be doing a live watch-along over on Nothing But Reds. Make sure you guys tune in to those. Steven, read off this guy's comment for you while I go and refresh Liverpool's.
I mean, Alisson is so good. I promise you, from a keeper's perspective, the goals he's conceding are just unsavable. The ones along the floor are way more difficult than you think. I know they're difficult. I just said he's the best keeper in the world. Don't even need to pay attention to that. Next. Anyways, guys, in all honesty, he's the best keeper in the world, in my opinion. Some of these goals that are going in, like the Son goal that was disallowed, I'm just like,
Here we go. So, Steve, guess what? Sadio is injured.
Okay.
So let's look at it. All right. We got Alisson in goal. So everyone who's saying Alisson is injured, I have no respect for you anymore. Okay.
Kyle, if you followed the chat for the last 5 minutes, everyone said they were joking. So
I know, but I still no respect. I don't like it. Trent, Phillips, Henderson, and Robertson. Wijnaldum, Milner. So no Jones. But look at Shaqiri getting the start. I like that decision.
that is interesting. Okay, so who else? Who's not there?
All right, so we have 2 goalkeepers on the
Firmino.
bench. Whoa. We have 2 goalkeepers on the bench. That's interesting. Firmino,
so-
Ox, the bench.
Wow.
We got Firmino, Ox, Jones, Minamino, Samikas. So Origi isn't on the bench. Steve, Origi's not on the bench.
Okay, so Bobby out, Origi in. No, Shaqiri, whatever. Wow, interesting lineup.
Dude. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, I'm an idiot. Origi's starting. Bobby,
Yes.
I'm an absolute idiot.
No,
Hold
you
on.
didn't make a mistake.
Origi's
Origi's not on the bench.
He's not on the bench. Okay. Origi's why is Firmino not starting?
Maybe he needs a rest.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe he does need a rest. Yeah, that's fair, but that's weird. That blows my mind. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think Firmino should be starting? I mean, Steve, what's your look? When Origi started against Burnley, yes, he should have converted the one-on-one against the goalkeeper that hit the post, right? But look, if you go back and watch some of the highlights from that game, he did not play horribly. He played okay. He was putting shots on goal. He was creating space for himself, and at least he was shooting. Okay,
I think he'll play okay today.
So do I.
And the thing is, if he has a good game, people are just gonna just shut up and just be happy with it. It's like people just look for anything to criticize. Clearly, there's something we do not know about Takumi Minamino. Klopp gets paid the big bucks. We get paid. We do not get paid to speculate.
Man, look,
it's interesting. I don't know what happened to Mane.
Mane's out with a minor muscle injury. You can see it in the caption. But look, I don't mind Origi starting the Revenite. Neither do I. I don't mind Origi starting at all. But my question is, why is he starting over Firmino? If Steven brought up, it could be he just needs a rest. He could. You know, I mean, I'm fine with that.
I think we'll see him in the second half.
Well, yeah. Every time Firmino's rested, he always comes on in the second half. Yeah. Alisson's in, but everything else looks pretty standard. I'm a little surprised at Milner starting.
Multiple games in a row. I mean,
I think it's just
their midfield is pretty strong right now.
Yeah.
So I think Milner's in there to be the enforcer, and I don't think he'll play the whole game. I think you're going to see Jones come on. I think you'll see Bobby come on. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got.
Ox.
I think putting Milner on the field just gives us a more, solid presence in the midfield to help out the defensive line. Personally, that's why I think he's starting. Now the question is whether or not Thiago will be sitting in that 6 or Milner will be sitting in that 6. I feel like Wijnaldum and Thiago might be pushing forward, but then again, I actually don't know. What?
Wijnaldum pushing forward?
Yeah. No, I'm saying he's not playing the 6 is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Wijnaldum last game. How many times did you watch him and go, wow, he really needs to dribble like at least 1 foot towards the goal here?
No, I mean, he against Tottenham, his ball retention was world class.
Right, but he got the ball so many times 30 yards out and had 5 yards of space in front of him and just passed it sideways. Thiago, I think, is going to push forward, and that's why Origi's in. I'm sorry, Shaqiri.
Yeah.
Bring a different element.
Look, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Whenever Shaqiri's in the starting lineup, I don't question it because we know Shaqiri is world class on his day. Okay, where I literally skimmed over it and didn't even realize is that Origi. I always expect Firmino to start. Yep. Origi is starting, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I just, the thing is though, if Origi scores today, no one will say anything. You know what I mean? So we just need him to produce. And I think Klopp is like, look, Origi, I'm giving you a chance here, okay? I'm not playing Minamino. You're going in there. You're starting over Bobby today. Put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. This is a good one. Genie is allergic to dribbling into open space. I absolutely love that. And I love Genie, but gosh, he is allergic to dribbling to open space.
No,
Unreal.
it's 50-50. I disagree with that because there are times when he passes sideways and backwards, but there are also times where he'll see a hole and he exploits it and pushes forward. It depends on where
I think
he's
it's
at.
very, very rare that he does that.
Well, it also depends on where he picks the ball up on the field. If he's picking the ball up in our own half, he's not going to push forward. But if he picks the ball up, for example, say he's filtering forward and he's forward and you got Milner and Thiago playing a little deeper, okay? If Wijnaldum picks the ball up 30 yards out, okay, he
does not go forward.
He
does not try a through ball. He does not try to chip anything over the top to get somebody in behind.
He doesn't. Good God, you're annoying sometimes.
He doesn't.
He either looks out wide to give it to Robertson, or he tries to put the ball at the feet of Firmino or Mane or Salah. But it only happens if he's in that position. That's my point.
I literally think there was a handful of times last time where he got the ball. He could have even ripped a shot from 25 yards out. And he had 5-10 yards in front of him. And this guy made a great point. He's allergic to dribbling into open space. When we have the ball in the final third, he'll dribble over the halfway line. He'll push the tempo a little bit. But when they're parking the bus and he has the ball and he has space, he will not move forward with the ball.
I just don't agree with that. That's all. Like,
I'm just thinking about last game because it's top of mind, and I just remember thinking to myself, like, "Wow, Genie, what are you doing?"
See, that's the thing. When I was watching the game, I was like, "Wow, Genie's great." When Genie is,
you're thinking about at the end of the game when he's shielding off players and he's wasting time, and no one can get the ball from him. That's what you're thinking.
No, that's not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about throughout the game when Genie is just flat out holding the ball and like he's just a solid midfielder, Steve.
He's an unbelievable player. Don't take my criticism about any player as me not thinking they're great. Every player has flaws, unless you're Virgil van Dijk. Seriously, I don't think he has any flaws.
No. I mean, no.
I don't think he does. At times, I think he could be a little bit lazy. I think we saw that after we clinched the league last year. Remember?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
it wasn't clearances that were weak.
It wasn't that he was lazy, Steve. It was just like, I don't know. It seemed like everyone was in the same mindset. Like, we won the league, we're done. But anyways, look, all I'm saying about Genie, this is the last thing I'm going to say about Genie. Okay. And I agree. I actually just saw this. Genie would get into any top team in Europe. That is 100% true, Steve. Okay. Genie, he plays a forward role for Holland. For us, he doesn't. When he plays in the 6, Genie, I read a stat the other day, and it was maybe 1 or 2 off. When Genie plays in the 6, I'm pretty sure we have not lost. I think it's 13 games, and I think we have like 12 wins and 1 loss or 1 draw.
Genie is world class. I'm one of the biggest Genie fans, but it is still okay to be critical. It is still okay to say, "Wow, I wish he would have taken that space there." I'm not the only person who feels this way.
But it's just weird because you've never talked about Genie like that.
Because I'm talking about the Tottenham game.
He was phenomenal in the Tottenham game.
He was, but he needs to push forward more. He needs to be more creative at times. That's it. I'm critiquing an incredible performance because that's what I do.
That is what you do.
That's it. He's unbelievable. I want him to stay more than anybody.
I don't understand.
As bad as you all do.
Why would anyone let Genie leave on a free? Is beyond me.
Embarrassing, is what it is.
It's ridiculous.
He's world class. I don't need anyone telling me that he's world class. I know that he's unreal.
Let's look at West Ham's lineup, Steve. Fabianski in goal, Kufal, Dawson, Ogbonna, Cresswell at the back with Rice and Souček and Fornals in the midfield. Rice and Souček, arguably one of the best defensive midfield partnerships in the league. Souček leading their Premier League goal tally with 7. We got Bowen, Benrahma and Antonio up top. Antonio is solid against Liverpool, it must be said. That's a solid lineup for West Ham, Steve. Your thoughts?
Antonio, something to worry about there. I still think we win this game, Kyle.
Me too. Me too.
Don't see Diop in the lineup. Or is he on the bench? I don't have this on full screen.
Yeah, let me pull it. Diop is...
he's on the bench there.
Yeah, he is on the bench. Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, so Diop on the bench, pretty
I still
interesting.
think we should win this match.
There's no question we should win this match. I think everyone could, but it must be said, West Ham are in great form. They've won 4 in a row. Their last 5, they've won 4, drawn 1. Okay. For everyone asking, Monty's out with a minor muscle injury. Okay. But this is an exciting game, Steve. It's always fun to play West Ham, and I think it's just because West Ham is one of those teams where they're silently good. Like West Ham, they're 5th in the table.
Mm-hmm.
They're 5th in the table, guys. Like
it's nuts.
It's nuts. They're above Arsenal and Everton. Not saying that those teams are great, but West Ham, the last couple of seasons, they've been mid-table to bottom half. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
should be pretty good.
I think we turned a corner against United. I don't think we were there yet, but I think we turned a corner against United in the FA Cup. I think the other day was our best performance in a while. I think we're going to keep that rolling here. I'm going 4-1 Liverpool.
4-1 Liverpool. Guys, let us know your
Liverpool
score predictions in the chat. You know me, I'm not going to predict the score, but this is actually pretty funny. Everyone was 5th this year at some point. It's actually true. It's honestly true. Yo, what happened to Tottenham, dude? I feel like, I don't know if it's their fixtures because they started off the season with relatively easy fixtures and they were top of the table and then they've fallen back. I don't know, just something to bring up. But we got the score predictions coming in. We got a 2-1 Liverpool, 1-3 Liverpool, 2-1, 2-1. Okay, so a lot of 2-1, Steve. Steve, what was yours? 4-1?
4-1.
4-1. Okay.
Guys, let us know what you think.
Yeah. Oh, West Ham are one of our bogey teams too. We need our best team. 2-1 to us at best. 3-1 Shaq with the hat trick. Or 3-0. Whoo! Steve, imagine the uproar. Or not the uproar, but just the... God. Shaq gets a hat trick.
What a legend.
What if Origi gets a hat trick? Oh my God. If Origi gets a hat trick...
I think Origi can play solid today.
Seriously, he hasn't this season. He hasn't been great. Okay,
you are not the biggest fan of Origi. You would rather see Minamino.
Oh,
a lot of people, I think.
I would, but to be fair, I'd rather see Minamino just because I don't understand why Minamino isn't getting the play time. I also like the kind of player Minamino is compared to a Divock Origi. Like a Divock Origi, yeah, he can play on the wing, but Divock Origi is an out-and-out striker. Whereas Minamino can play an attacking midfield role. He's a center forward more so. He's not really a striker. You know what I mean? I prefer that player, that versatility. But that's not to say that Origi isn't great, or he can be great, okay? Look, I just always bring up, last season against Everton, Origi gets the start, and he just dominates the game. That can happen on any given day. And I think that's why Klopp is going to put him in. Or that's why Klopp put him in today. Steve, closing thoughts about the match. I'm just pumped to get it underway, man.
Oh, I like this. Origi needs his noodle hair back to channel his inner Ronaldo. He was quite the player with that hair. Final hair.
Dude, he was. With the clean cut, he's not the same.
He's not the same.
Dude.
He's a Liverpool legend. I don't want to.
Anyone who
I back Origi. I back everybody. I'm pulling for Origi today.
If everybody's
mad, he's in. Everybody's mad, he's in. I hope he proves everybody wrong.
Nothing better than Origi proving people wrong. Nothing.
I love it. I love it.
Someone saying Origi can only be good in the last 10 minutes. I'll pick up at least 5 games where I disagree with you.
Yeah,
but anyways, guys,
just thinking about Barca and Champions League final, and
he's.
Whatever.
I don't have to argue with that.
No.
Yeah. Guys, thank you very much for joining us for the team news reaction. Again, Mane out, Firmino on the bench, Shaqiri and Origi get the start. Pretty interesting, but also exciting at the same time. Again, if you guys haven't already, make sure you go into the description, check out our channel, and subscribe over there. And Craig will be live for the live watch along coming up. I think he goes live 30 minutes before the match, so in about 15 minutes time.
It's coming on soon. Yeah, get ready.
Yeah, it'll be coming on soon. So I'm excited for the match, guys. And thanks for tuning in. And until next Sunday, Reds, take care.